that's a bad segue. But the Champions League, dude, did you see this game? Did you see this game today?
I did not tease this game today. No, I saw the score line. It was a
Oh,
crazy. It looked like it was a crazy back and forth game.
oh, lucky for me, I have a slow day today, and so just a little bit of background here. So the semifinals of the Champions League was today, the second leg. Barca and Inter were tied 3-3, but Inter had the away goals. So today they played in Milan to a 4-3 barn burner. And like I didn't even remember Champions League was happening. I've kind of hated the new format, so I haven't been totally on. But James hopped in the chat and was like, "Are you guys watching this?" And then something glorious happened. I remembered I had Paramount on my phone.
Wait, they had it on Paramount?
Duh! That's who has the Champions League.
Oh no, because I looked it up on Google and it said a CBS.
That's who owns.
I'm
That's the parent
Oh,
umbrella company.
man. I would have caught that at least the last 20 minutes of that game.
My goodness. So I popped in literally when Barca scored to tie the game 2-2. It's like I literally turned it on, boom, goal happened instantly. But so I did hear some hyperbole. I heard the Jamie Carragers of the world say it was one of the best semifinals in history, but I wouldn't scoff at it. I mean, shame on me. I cannot remember the kid's name. Yamil, the kid, the literal child at Barcelona, who's just like a man among boys.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he hit the post late. You know who low key for me, at least the part of the game I could see, was the MVP, was the Iranian striker guy. The guy who was at Porto forever, and then I think he played in the German Bundesliga for a minute. Taremi or whatever. He came in and just like super late in regular time. He stuck somebody. I can't remember who had the ball. Obviously, I was working today, everybody. But anyway, I don't remember who had the ball, but Barca was pushing late. And he stuck somebody and just completely killed it. It was near midfield. It was an amazing stop, which you don't pay that man to do that. And then later he scores. I'm pretty sure he's the one that scored the goal for the winner. I was in the commute home listening to it like it was a baseball game from the fucking 80s.
Jesus, man.
Dude, I can't believe you missed out on this now.
I'm gonna watch tomorrow's game. Tomorrow's Arsenal and PSG.
Yes, and so my official guy who talks on the internet about soccer opinion about that game is everything about Arsenal has been cringe forever and always and will never not. I cannot stand the fans. I can't stand any of it. I can't. Arsenal. I am PSG till I die tomorrow, baby. I don't even know who's on the team anymore. I think Dembele plays over there, right?
Man, what about Mikel Arteta? I mean, I think he's a good coach.
Yes, but like everything good, it's just like before life moved beyond parody, you would call this and be like, man, it's like cult-like behavior. But like it's not. I get that, but just the cult around Arsenal is the thing that just like turns me off of it. But yes, Arteta, I wish that man would.
I'm here.
Okay, I was about to say I wish that man would coach the Fire. let's not get it twisted. I would lose my mind.
He's probably gonna one day. He's probably gonna end up coaching like Real Madrid or Barcelona someday.
Oh, of course he is. Of course he is. So wait, one more thing before we move on. The Barcelona Inter game today. I did not know this. Like I have not kept up on European soccer the way I probably should have this season. Yeah. But Sommer, one of the best keepers in the Bundesliga, who always kind of got overlooked because of the Bayern guys. What's his name? Now Neuer and Ter Stegen, right? But Sommer, that dude has been amazing for years, and now I guess this is his first year at Inter, and he came up with a couple ginormous saves. Now the post came up with a big save late in that one as well, but
Post got itself involved, huh?
yeah, oh my God, Yamil, and I cannot remember this kid's last name, which I feel like an absolute idiot.
Hold on,
But
hold on. Let me see if I
oh
can
yeah,
pull it
yeah,
up real
he's
quick.
gonna
Go
he's
ahead,
gonna do
go.
the research. But late in a regular time, he had a shot that was so clean, and it went. Oh man, he would have beat the keeper had it been 6 inches to the left. It was
Let me
clean.
Jamal.
Yes,
Jamal is it? Okay, let me know Jamal. Yeah.
dude.
I mean,
Like crazy talent on the field.
you got a lot of young talent. You got Pedri. You got
Pedri, yes,
Jamal.
most certainly. Mm.
So
You know who? Late in the game, I'm pretty sure it was Pedri. I'm pretty sure Pedri came out and Lewandowski came on. And
let me see.
oh
I
my
can
God, that
confirm
was the
that.
best. Lewandowski came on late in the game, right?
Oh,
And then
he
you're
came on. He came on for Ferran Torres.
oh, that's who it was. That's another kid. That dude's only like 21 years old. But
I'm telling you, man. And you know what's crazy is that comes out, Gavi comes in.
oh my God,
Like
another child who is
what?
amazing at
Like,
soccer.
dude, go figure, right, man?
And what's funny is we're gushing over them, but they lost. I I don't know.
Man,
It just you know what? It's been a while since I've been hyped up about anything other than fire, and that game today got me
yeah.
hyped up. Like despite my over exaggerated hatred for Arsenal, I can't wait to watch tomorrow and PSG till I die, baby.
Man,
So
if you say Messi still plays for him, I'm gonna laugh at you.
no. Messi's in Miami. Now, I do have one thing to say. I did hear I think it was Jamie Carragher. Somebody said something that actually was really smart. They were talking about how like they were talking already how people are talking about how this is the best semifinal series in history or one of, right? And he
Yeah.
was saying, well, if you think back to soccer, I bet some of the greatest games ever are actually the semifinals. Because he's like, it's two legs. Each team has a home game, so you have bigger moments in front of home crowds. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean? Like, because
well, didn't
finals can get
Liverpool?
cagey and
Yeah, but
boring.
didn't Liverpool have that crazy ass final with like, was it Liverpool versus AC Milan or something like that?
You're
Was
gonna
it?
have to continue on with the
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
description.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. It was a. See, I gotta look it up because I remember it was like a crazy final where it was a high scoring game too.
I'll tell you what. The first time I remember caring about the Champions League was Diego Milito scored 2 goals for Jose Mourinho's Inter Milan team to win the Champions League. And I forget who they beat, but they were not supposed to beat them. God, that had to have been 08, 09. No, that had to have. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I think I watched the Chelsea Man United one first. I was telling my I was telling my wife at the
You know,
time. I was like, "Hey, man, soccer is great. You should watch this with me."
oh
It's
crap!
exciting, and it was 0-0 till PKs. Anyway, go ahead.
That was a crazy. That was a crazy final. So it was AC Milan versus Liverpool. This was back in 2005. AC Milan scored on the first minute, the 39th minute, and the 44th minute. They were beating Liverpool 3-0. Second half, Liverpool, Gerrard scores on the 54th, someone else scores on the 56th, and then someone else scores at the 60.
Oh, that's immediately coming out of the tunnel and punching your opponent in the face
And they
repeatedly.
won the penalties. And they won the penalties. And they won
Oh,
the
it didn't
penalties.
even. They went to penalties. Oh, that's gross. I mean I am glad like today didn't go to penalties and it was like a
Yeah.
play that ended it. Like you got to end a soccer game at some point. Whatever.
Yeah.
Have you. Anyway,